self-employed parent, and I spent every minute I could with my dad at work. And that gave me an idea of what it meant to be a good employee, what it meant going into running a business. But some of my best memories are with him at work and going on business trips with him. And that's something I really wanted to give my children. Be able to spend the time with them that I needed to and go to those extracurricular activities and not have to ask for time off of work. But the flip side of that is that now we work not traditional 8 to 5, we're off the clock, but we have to be flexible with those hours. But my childhood played a big influence on the decisions I made to start my own business, and kind of why it took so long to start my own business, because I did see behind the scenes growing up and how hard it can be at times. They're able to be involved with us every step of the way. They see our achievements. They see things that don't work. We also raise steers for direct-to-consumer beef, so they're involved with that as well. They understand the life cycle of animals probably a little better than some children do, but they know exactly where their food comes from, and they know exactly what goes into it to get it from the field to a person's table, and how our people work for it. But they also have this freedom and excitement and adventure that goes along with living in the country. They have pastures to run in, and tree houses to play in, and constant mud to make puddles in, and it's just kind of a free feeling for children that grow up. My American dream is to be able to provide the best I can for my family and be an amazing influence to those who come around me. What gets me out of bed in the morning is just to enjoy life with my family and to create as many memories as we can every day with what we have. When I step outside my door, I am grateful every single day for this almost bubble that we live in. It feels like nobody's around, even though we do have neighbors. There's just a beauty to it, and a feeling that makes you grateful for everything that you have. The people I relate to is all across the board. I actually connect with every kind of person I find. I'm very open to new people with new ideas that I would think I normally wouldn't agree with. I like to be around people that make me think outside the box and motivate me to do better and inspire me to start new dreams and find new things. I was raised to work hard and do your best and believe that anything can happen.
I grew up downtown, but my mother is a country girl, like farm girl, and so we had, gardens and chickens and all that kind of stuff growing up, even though we were in town. After high school, I wanted out of here so bad, and I did go out and see the world and lived in a big city, and then after 20 years, I did want to come home to the smaller town. Like it got too much for me, and I wanted to be closer to my family. So, we were raised as a close family. My brothers and sisters are still my best friends, and it was reiterated recently. My mother passed away, and just going through her things, and that's hard, but there's so much fun in those memories. We had some very a lot of tears, but good tears, just fun memories of growing up in a big family. I purchased an existing business. I had been living in San Francisco and kind of was just ready for a change, and this business was for sale. So I bought it about 17 years ago, and so it was already here. Building's changed a lot. We have new owners of the building now, so I believe the building was built in the late 1800s. It was originally the Western Hotel, had 3 stories, a wraparound porch, and the rooms upstairs are very much the same. They're bathrooms at the end of the hallway, and so where Carnegie's was the lobby of the hotel. I bought it and I'm doing it ever since. Well, right now, yes. I mean, it's different now during the pandemic, but you know, since I'm so close, some days I ride my bike to work. I'll get here earlier in the morning before the employees show up. I make my soup. Like, I like my quiet time. I can check my email in the morning before everybody shows up. But you know, we just start prepping for lunch, and hopefully we have a busy lunch and we have lots of to-go orders. But you know, I'll ride my bike to go run some errands, and if the order's not too crazy big, I will deliver on my bike also. So that is really fun, being downtown and so close to work. Because even if I ride my bike down here, if I had to go get the car, it's not that far away. But then, you know, my employees show up for work, they get their stuff done. We always have to have our little morning gossip, just figure out what everybody did last night or over the weekend. And then customers start showing up, and probably some more gossip. And then it's cleanup time, and yeah, that's the day in the business. You just hope for as many customers as possible. I ordered a pair of roller skates because I used to love roller skating. We called ourselves the Sonoma Street Skaters. And so I ordered those. The bike riding, I started gardening more. I planted roses. Trying to think. Just, you know, I love to read. I always love to read. I don't know, get some sunshine in the day. It's there. I don't know how to explain it, but I love it. There are so many customers who have become my good friends. And, you know, an example of that, well, first is when the car fire happened, and it was just spreading with, it was just so awful. Everybody was so devastated. But at one point, somebody asked about somebody who'd lost their home in the fire, and I was behind the bar, and I turned around and looked, and I said, everyone sitting at this bar lost their home in the fire. But they came to Carnegie's to, you know, to talk about it and get a hug. And then after that, we had a huge snowstorm, and some of those same people, I lost a bunch of trees in the backyard, and the same people that were, you know, lost their home, who had been here, came to help me at my house. Like, it's just the friendship and that have come about from the bar over a beer are amazing. They're amazing. It's just so fun. That's the great part of the business. I like being close to everything. It's my, I still feel like I'm in San Francisco. Like, I can walk to dinner, or I can walk to the store if I need to. It's, you know, it's just close. I love that part of downtown, and being close. And I'm so excited about what's going on downtown with all the new construction, because that just make it even more fun to wander around and ride bikes and enjoy Reading.
I live in the town of Burnie, and it's a little mountain town. We have a population of 3,100, so we're pretty small. We have 2 stoplights, and my graduating class is 34 students. Yeah, definitely rural, Although we could drive an hour and be in Reading, which is Dutch Bros and Target and all the fun stuff, out here we are rural. Our community is very agriculture based, and so most kids my age start off in the 4-H organization or FFA, and we raise livestock. When we turn 16 and get our driver's license, we're worried about deer on the road, whereas city kids are used to traffic. We're worried about wildlife crossing in front of us. Of course, want to get my exercise. I go outside. There's lots of places to hike here, lots of outdoor stuff. Also, going to school. We're very fortunate to be in person this year, whereas most areas
I gotta unmute myself. Absolutely no one showed up for this, which is very discouraging, but we get a pretty good turnout with some of our sort of social issue stuff, and we get built-in college professors and that kind of thing. And maybe this is too positive or something. I don't know. But yeah, we actually don't have an audience, so I don't know. There's probably not a point to having a panel discussion because actually the other person that's on here, which I have my picture, then I have anonymous, which is me as well because I was testing. So we actually don't have anybody that showed up for this, which is just really.
Hey, that's okay, man. I've actually went to speak at a place, no one was there, so.
No, it's just about, you know, it reminds me years ago, my wife threw a Tupperware party that no one showed up for, but you know, it's like one of those things. But I don't feel too bad. I'm happy with the way the project turned out, but it didn't resonate with an audience apparently, but I don't know. So I might, since we don't have an audience, I'm just probably going to pass on the panel discussions. And I appreciate you guys hanging out and then offering participation, but it just be us talking, and which might be okay, but it's not really wasn't the point. So, you know.
All right. You guys have a great night. Frankie, I love listening to you, man. You did a great job.
Thank you very much.
You did
I
fantastic.
appreciate it.
So
Thank
all
you.
right, guys. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Have a good
Appreciate it.
night. Thank you.
Yeah, and that was the start. When did you really start doing the video component? Do you remember what year it was?
38 and 89.
So that's pretty, you were using VHS tapes then,
Oh, yeah.
89.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys setting up. Yeah.
So people would just take, so you were just, I mean, so that's essentially how you kind of got yourself all over the US.
Yeah.
By taking a video, you could send your video to different people,
Oh, yeah.
and then they could choose their channel.
Yeah, they will have a sale, and a lot of our buyers be from Nebraska, Montana, Washington, Arizona.
And prior to that, you had to buy within your area, right?
Well, we did. I flew all over the country selling and buying too.
So you were already kind of a hustler, you were gonna get the stuff done.
Yeah.
And then you changed the game on top of that.
Yep.
I